Hi everyone, good evening. Is my audio and video clear? Please let me know in the comment section. Good evening, Manish. Good evening, Rahul. All right, so audio and video clear, right? Okay then. So, very good evening to everyone watching this video. I am Manat Sharma from Olive and I'm here with the Booster Series that we do twice a week on Friday and Saturday. So, we bring in certain questions from GA, ESI, and Finance and Management, some MCQs which are very relevant from your exam point of view. Okay, and we try to solve those MCQs live over here in today's session, right? So before I begin, if you want to download this YouTube class PDF, you can do it from the Olive Board app. Just go to the courses section. There's going to be a separate YouTube class PDFs folder. You can download it from there. Okay? Chalo. Now the first question that I have for you on board is that the Ministry of Rural Development organized an engaging webinar bringing together inspiring Lakpati Didis and representatives from state rural livelihood missions. As part of the commitment to empowering rural women, MORD launched the EPDT, designed to support aspiring Lakpati Didis in crafting effective business plans. In EPDT, P stands for what? So this EPDT, which is an initiative which is launched by Ministry of Rural Development, EPDT, this has been designed. So what is P over here? EPDT. Is it planning? Is it precautions, procurement, physical, or primary? What is the answer? Let me see who is going to give me the answer. So we have Rahul who has given me A as the answer. Atiti is saying A. Anyone else who would like to answer? Anyone else who would like to answer this question? Very easy. You should be knowing it. Planning is absolutely the correct answer. So Ministry of Rural Development has organized an engaging webinar bringing together inspiring Lakpati Didis and representatives from SRLM, which is your State Rural Livelihood Missions. This session was part of the post-budget consultation series, which aimed at implementing the Budget 25-26 announcement with a focus on collaboration and strategic action. As part of the commitment to empowering rural women, Ministry of Rural Development launched the Entrepreneurship Planning Digital Tool. So EPDT is what? Entrepreneurship Planning Digital Tool, designed to support aspiring Lakpati Didis in crafting effective business plans. This is developed by Locos. The tool simplifies data entry for SHG members, tracks an entrepreneurial progress, and offers necessary guidance, making it a key resource for entrepreneurship. Additionally, a toll-free number was also introduced in order to assist the women with queries related to becoming Lakpati Didis. Available Monday to Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. excluding national holidays, the helpline aims to provide timely and effective support. ठीक है? Chalo. We have next question on board for you. The NPCI, the National Payments Corporation of India, it is stepping up its supervision of the UPI to prevent future disruptions caused by stress on the core network. As per the circular released by NPCI on 21st May 2025, which among the following statements are correct? So you have to identify the correct statements. The body has defined peak hours as periods when UPI transactions hit their highest volume per second, typically from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. UPI members and their partners are required to implement the guidelines by October 31. And the third statement, which says that NPCI has also asked acquiring banks to conduct a system audit by a cert-in empaneled auditor to review API usage. So which of the following are correct statements? 1 only, 1 and 3 only, 3 only, 2 only, or 1, 2 and 3? What is the correct answer? Chalo. Aditi has answered. What about others? I see many students attending the class, and I want all of you to reply. I want all of you to give me the answer to these questions. Be attentive, read the question carefully, and give me the answer. Hanji, Rahul, Manish. Hanji, quickly give me the answer. I'm waiting for your answers. Aditi is saying E, which is 1, 2, and 3. Rahul is saying C, uh, which says 3 only. Then Siddharth, good evening, Siddharth. Manish is saying E. So the correct answer is C. Rahul, absolutely correct. C is the correct answer. The National Payments Corporation of India is stepping up its supervision of the UPI in order to prevent disruptions caused by stress on the core network. So only third statement is correct over here. The first two statements are not correct. In a circular issued on 21st May 2025, the Payments Authority outlined operational guidelines for 10 application programming interfaces linked to UPI. The body may also impose rate limits on the number of times an API can be called. UPI members and their partners are required to implement the guidelines by July 31. The body has defined peak hours as periods when UPI transactions hit their highest volume per second, typically from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. So these timings have been written as wrong. So they've written 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. It is the timings are wrong over here. It is 10 to 1 p.m. and 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. Common use cases for UPI APIs include checking transaction status, balance inquiries, executing auto-pay mandates, verifying account details. APIs are protocols that enable secure data exchange between banking systems and UPI network. NPCI has also asked acquiring banks to conduct a system audit by a certain impaneled auditor to review API usage. Okay, so the guidelines are not to be implemented by October 31, but they have to be implemented by, it's written over here, it has to be implemented not by this October but by July 31. So it has to be implemented by July 31. Okay? The Miss World organization, we have question 3 on board for you. The Miss World organization announced that Sonu Sood would be honored with the Dash Award at the 72nd Miss World Festival in Telangana for his philanthropic work during COVID-19 in May 2025. So which award will Sonu Sood get? Social Charity Medal, Philanthropy Prize, COVID Service Award, Social Upliftment Honor, or the Humanitarian Award? Atithi has given me the answer as E, which is Humanitarian Award. Manish is also saying E. What about others? What about others? What is the answer? Hanji, Social Charity Medal, Philanthropy Prize, COVID Service Award, Social Upliftment Honor, or Humanitarian Award? Absolutely correct, Humanitarian Award. So Miss World organization has announced that celebrated actor and founder of the Sood Charity Foundation, Sonu Sood, will be presented with the prestigious Humanitarian Award at the grand finale of the 72nd Miss World Festival in Telangana for his philanthropic work during COVID-19. This special honor recognizes his exceptional service to humanity and unwavering commitment to social upliftment through his foundation. The award will be conferred on May 31, 2025 at the Hitex Arena in Hyderabad as part of the festival's final celebration. And Julia Morley, CBE, Chairman and CEO of Miss World Organization, this is according to uh, Julia Morley. Fine. Who was appointed as the managing director? So we have the fourth question for you on board over here. Who was appointed as the managing director and head of India by British International Investment (BII), the UK government-backed development finance institution, succeeding Manav Bansal and reporting directly to Srini Nagarajan in April 2020? So what is the answer to this fourth question? Who is the MD and head of India by British International Investment, which is a UK government-backed development finance institution? Manav Bansal, Shilpa Kumar, Srini Nagarajan, Naina Lal Kidwai, Rekha Menon. What is the answer? What is the answer? Let me see who's going to answer this question. Anji, Siddharth, Manish, Atithi, what is the answer? I want others also answering. So Rahul has given me B as the answer. Shilpa Kumar. Anyone else would like to answer? Anyone else would like to answer this question? So the answer is Shilpa Kumar. Very good, Rahul. Absolutely correct. So BII, British International Investment, which is a UK government-backed development finance institution, DFI. It has appointed a former partner at impact investment firm Umayyad Network as its India head. The appointment of Shilpa Kumar as the managing director and head of India comes a year after Manav Bansal, the last executive, held the position, who stepped down. Kumar started in her new role. She directly reports to Srini Nagarajan, MD and head of Asia, who was overseeing the development finance body's India operations over the last year since Bansal stepped down. With over 13 years of experience, Kumar was a partner at Umayyad Network in her last stint. Okay? Okay, so question 5 we have here in May 2025. Which among the following country has become the world's fourth largest supplier of crude oil to India, overtaking the UAE? This is according to the May 2025 analysis. China, Russia, Afghanistan, USA or Saudi Arabia? What is the answer? Fifth question. In May 2025, which country has become the world's fourth largest supplier of crude oil to India, overtaking UAE? Atithi is saying USA. Anyone else who wants to answer? Rahul is also saying USA. That is absolutely the correct answer, USA. USA has become the fourth largest supplier of crude oil to India, overtaking UAE according to Vortexa, an energy cargo tracking firm. India's US crude imports doubled to reach 0.33 million barrels per day in April, increasing from 0.17 million barrels per day in the previous year and 0.24 MBD in March. India seeks to enhance its energy procurement from the US, responding to Donald Trump's desire to address bilateral trade disparities. Following discussions between Trump and Narendra Modi ji in Washington in February, Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri indicated potential growth in India's energy purchases from the US, projecting an increase from $15 billion to $25 billion. The US achieved a 7.3% share of India's crude imports in April, exceeding UAE's 6.4%. However, it remained behind Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Russia. So, first we have Saudi Arabia, then we have Iraq. Okay? Sorry, we have Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Russia, okay, and then US. Okay? So, maximum from Russia, then Iraq, then Saudi Arabia, then US. Okay, the April figures showed increased shares for Russian and Iraqi imports, while Saudi Arabia and UAE experienced declines compared to March. So, Jeevan, it is not Russia, it is USA. Rahul, it is USA. Okay? Rahul gave me USA only as the answer, है ना? चलो. Question 6th over here. Who is responsible for issuing licenses to foreign vessels for engaging in coastal trade under the clause 4 of the newly passed Coastal Shipping Bill 2024, which aims to boost India's maritime sector and reduce logistic costs in April 2025? Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Indian Maritime Regulatory Authority, Director General of Shipping, National Coastal Trade Commission or Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. What is the answer? Who is responsible for issuing licenses of foreign vessels for engaging in coastal trade under Clause 4 of this Coastal Shipping Bill 2024? Who is going to answer this question? Which ministry are we talking about over here? Anji, Jeevan, Rahul, Atithi, Siddharth, Manish. Venkatesh Rao says, I don't know. What are you trying to say? Ashish Behra is saying A. Jeevan is saying E. Rahul is saying A. But not sure. Central Board of Indirect Taxes, Atithi is asking. So the correct answer is Director General of Shipping. So none of you gave me the correct answer. It is C, Director General of Shipping. So the Lok Sabha passed the Coastal Shipping Bill 2024, paving the way for a dedicated legal framework for coastal trade as the maritime sector aims to provide an economical, reliable and sustainable mode of transportation as it decongests road and rail network. With its manifold forward-looking provisions, the bill provides a future-ready legal framework while upgrading the dated provision of earlier legislations like Merchant Shipping Act of 1958. The Coastal Shipping Bill aligns local aspirations with national goals and provides a framework for the next 25 years of coastal economic growth under the Maritime Amrit Kal Vision of 2047. Key provisions include the removal of the general trading license requirement for Indian ships, Clause 3, reducing compliance burdens and enhancing ease of doing business. Foreign vessels can engage in coastal trade only under a license issued by Director General of Shipping, which is under Clause 4. Okay? With conditions that support Indian shipbuilding and employment for seafarers. The Coastal Shipping Bill 2024 builds on key reforms, including prioritized berthing, green clearance channels, GST reduction on bunker fuel. Coastal cargo traffic has surged 119% in the last decade from 74 million tons in 2014-15 to 162 million tons in 23-24, with a target of 230 million tons by 2030. And under Clause 8.3, uh, um, a committees a committee comprising representatives from major ports, state maritime boards, and experts will draft the National Coastal and Inland Shipping Strategic Plan. This guarantee states a direct role in shaping strategy, routes, and regulations. ठीक है? So it is basically the Director General of Shipping. The answer. ठीक है? चलो. In a move to regulate securitization activities and enhance investor protection, the Security and Exchange Board of India established a minimum investment threshold of rupees dash for both RBI regulated originators and unregulated entities involved in pooling and selling debt instruments like loans and mortgages as securities, a critical development for financial market and banking assessments in May 2025. What is the answer? How many rupees? 1 crore, 50 lakh, 2 crore, 10 crore or 25 lakh? So Jeevan is saying definitely 1 crore. Acha. What about others? What is the minimum investment threshold that SEBI has established for both RBI regulated originators and unregulated entities who are involved in pooling and selling debt instruments, loans, mortgages and all? Ashish is saying 1 crore, Atithi 1 crore, Rahul, Siddharth, all of you are saying 1 crore, and that is absolutely the correct answer. Very good to all of you. So SEBI has mandated a minimum ticket size or investment threshold of 1 crore for RBI regulated originators and unregulated entities who are engaged in securitization activities. Securitized debt instruments are financial products created by pooling together various types of debt, such as loans, mortgages, receivables, and then selling them as securities to the investors. And this process, which is known as securitization, allows the originators, such as bank, to convert illiquid assets into liquid ones, providing an alternative source of funding. Further, the minimum ticket size for subsequent transfers of a securitized debt instrument will be 1 crore for originators which are not regulated by RBI. Okay. Next, we have question 8 here. Which non-banking financial company, which NBFC, previously listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange, was listed on the National Stock Exchange of India to broaden investor access and market visibility in April 2025. This strategic development reflects the company's commitment to enhancing long-term shareholder value and increasing accessibility for a wider investor base. Five-Star Business Finance Limited, Capital India Finance Limited, Muthoot Capital Services, IIFL Finance or UGRO Capital. Hanji, give me the answer for this question. Which NBFC are we talking about? Which has been listed on the NSC? Siddharth is saying the voice is not very clear. Wait, let me just check. Just a second. Hanji, now tell me, is the audio clear, Siddharth? Is it better now or not? And what about others? Are others also facing the same problem? Is my audio not clear? Siddharth is saying it's better. Okay. What about others? Rahul, Atithi, Ashish, is my audio clear? ठीक है. Okay. चलो. Okay then. So, okay, Rahul is saying no issue. Ashish is saying no issue. चलो ठीक है. चलो. Okay. So what is the answer that you giving me? 8. Rahul is saying B. Rahul has given me the answer. Anyone else would like to answer this question? Ashish is saying B. Achha, I see many new students over here. So if you guys are, have joined my Telegram group, that's great. But if not, then you can be a part of that group. If there's any doubt, you can always connect with me. Mannat Educator is my Telegram handle. Okay? This is the name of the group, so you can be a part of it. Mannat Educator. Okay? Okay, so Rahul and Ashish has given me B as the answer. The correct answer is B. Very good. Capital India Finance Limited. So, this is a leading NBFC which has marked a significant milestone by listing its equity shares on NSE, which has been effective from 17th April 2025. This strategic development reflects company's commitment to enhancing long-term shareholder value, increasing accessibility for a wider investor base. So previously, Capital India Finance Limited, these shares were available only on Bombay Stock Exchange, and now they can also be traded on the NSE. Under same ticker symbol CIFL, this dual listing is expected to provide broader visibility among a larger investor base and improve market cap participation. Okay? And this holds 72.95% of CIFL's equity, and the company is a core investment entity registered with the RBI and is promoted by Mr. Sumit K. Narwar. So this is a core investment company. So we've done. I've taken up a class also on YouTube about NBFCs, type of NBFC. So one of the type of NBFC is core investment NBFC, है ना? So it is a core investment entity. Mr. Narwar is a first generator entrepreneur who has mentored and built businesses in the fintech and financial services sectors. CIFL also benefits from strategic investments by prominent groups including Dharampal Satyapal Group, RJ Corp Group, DLF Group and Sudhir Power Limited. For the 9 months ending 31st December 2024, CIFL reported a consolidated total income of 482.26 crore. For the financial year 23-24, the company recorded a consolidated total income of 692.51 crore. ठीक है? चलो. In a draft circular, next question. In a draft circular which was released in May 2025, the RBI suggested easier KYC norms to help account holders and nominees reactivate long dormant accounts. Identify which among the following statements are correct. Under the proposed changes, banks can offer KYC updates not just at the home branch but at any branch and through video based KYC wherever available. These changes will ease the process for customers or nominees trying to reclaim funds from accounts that have been inactive for over 5 years. Banks can also allow BCs to help with KYC and account activation to reach customers. So, which of the following are correct statements? 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 only, 1 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3? What is the answer? A, B, C, D, or E? Just think for 2-3 seconds, read the statements carefully and then give me the answer. Hanji, what is the answer? Which of these statements are correct? Hanji, Ashish, Rahul, Siddharth, Atithi, Jeevan. So the correct answer for this, okay, skip. The correct answer for this is 1 and 3 only. Okay, so only 1 and 3 are correct. Second is not the correct state. So to make it easier for people to claim unclaimed bank deposits, now exceeding 78,000 crore, the Reserve Bank of India has proposed new rules that allow customers to update their KYC details using video calls or with the help of business correspondents. BCs are business correspondents, especially in the rural areas. In a draft circular, the RBI suggested easier KYC norms to help account holders and nominees reactivate their long dormant accounts. And under the proposed changes, banks can offer KYC updates not just at the home branch but at any branch and through video based KYC where available. Banks can also allow BCs to help with KYC and account activation to reach customers, and these changes will ease the process for customers or nominees trying to reclaim funds from accounts that have been inactive for over 10 years. So far, these accounts are required to be transferred to RBI's Depositor Education and Awareness Fund, which currently holds over 78,000 crore. The draft titled Inoperative Accounts or Unclaimed Deposits in Banks Revised Instructions Amendment 2025 is open for public comments till June 6th. Okay? This was open till June 6th. Chalo, next question. The executive committee of which among the following bank has approved long-term overseas fund raising of up to $3 billion during financial year 25-26? Which the executive committee of which bank? Canada, IDBI, ICICI, SBI or Bank of Baroda? Long-term overseas fund has been approved by which bank? Anji, tell me. Even if you don't know, you should guess at least, है ना? Because there are going to be questions wherein you are going to guess. Okay, so Rahul is saying D, SBI. Ashish is also saying SBI. Anyone else who would like to answer? So the answer is SBI, State Bank of India. So the Executive Committee of SBI Central Board on Tuesday approved long-term overseas fundraising of up to $3 billion. Okay, so this fundraising in single or multiple tranches under this 144A will be through a public offer or private placement of senior unsecured notes. Okay, chalo. The Ministry of Jal Shakti, question 11. The Ministry of Jal Shakti has launched an upgraded website for Department of Water Resources, RDNGR, designed in accordance with the digital brand identity manual format. Which of the following statements are correct? So you have to identify the correct statement over here. First statement says the new website complies with both DBIM and GIGW 5.0 guidelines. Platform includes a centralized content management system for efficient updates. Website complies with latest web content accessibility guidelines of STQC, making it accessible to all citizens, including those with disabilities. 1 only, 1 and 3, 3 only, 1 and 2, or 2 and 3 only. What is the answer? Hanji, what's the answer? Question number 11, what is the answer? Rahul is saying E, 2 and 3 only. Anyone else? So the answer is 2 and 3 only. E, absolutely correct. Rahul, very good. Only you have given me the answer and that too correct. Very good. So Union Minister of Jal Shakti, Shri C.R. Patil, launched a new website of Ministry of Jal Shakti, Department of Water Resources, RDNGR, in digital brand identity manual format with objective to align to cohesive digital ecosystem across all ministries department today at Shram Shakti Bhavan, New Delhi. The upgraded website is among the first few government platforms to be successfully onboarded and revamped in full compliance with the latest DBIM and guidelines for Indian government websites. Aligned with Prime Minister's vision of a harmonized and unified digital identity for Government of India, the key features of this new website, actually make sure you remember these key features, read them very carefully. So firstly, consistency across government websites. So the DBIM framework ensures a unified look and feel across all government websites. Second, uniform user experience. So the new website is designed to provide a uniform user experience across all the central government portals. Enhanced accessibility. Website complies with the latest web content accessibility guidelines of STQC, making it accessible to all citizens, including those with disabilities. Okay? Then optimized for speed and performance. Leveraging the DBIM framework's optimized coding structure, website offers faster load times and improved performance, ensuring a seamless experience. Centralized banner publishing system. One of the standout features of DBIM framework is the centralized banner publishing system integrated with MyGov. Then it has a mobile-friendly design. It ensures that the website functions smoothly across all devices. It has a centralized content management framework, which includes a CMS, which is a centralized content management system that allows for efficient updates and maintenance across all the government portals. And improved security features. This framework is built with robust security protocols, including SSL encryption, secure authentication, regular vulnerability assessment. Okay, so 2 and 3 statements are correct. Which fintech startup known for its platforms like Bharat Khata or Bharat Khata that serve rural and agriculture sectors raised rupees 26.5 crore in an extended Series B funding round in April 2025, led by Myri Asset, Unitary Fund, and Bloom Ventures. So, which fintech startup are we talking about? Jai Kisan, Samunati, Agri Bazaar, Gram Cover, or Dihat? What is the answer? Which fintech startup are we talking about? Known for its platforms like Bharat Khata that serve rural and agriculture sectors. Is it Jai Kisan, Samunati, Agri Bazaar, Gram Cover, or Dihat? Rahul Singh 12A, Jai Kisan. Anyone else? So the answer is A, Jai Kisan. Absolutely correct, Rahul. Very good. So Jai Kisan is a Mumbai-based fintech startup transforming rural financial services. It has raised 26.5 crore in an extended Series B funding round. Funding was led by existing investors, Myri Asset Venture Investments, Unitary Fund, and Bloom Ventures. This marks a significant milestone in the company's journey to empower India's underserved rural and agricultural sectors. The funding round was completed by a special resolution carried out by Jai Kisan's board for issuing 980 compulsory cumulative preference shares at an issue price of 2,70,133 per share. Myri Asset led the funding with an investment of 12.5 crore, followed by 12 crore from Unitary Fund and 2 crore from Bloom Ventures. This was established in 2017 by Adriel Manaigo and Arjun Ahluwalia. Jai Kisan exists between rural commerce and financial services. The innovative platforms of the company, including Jai Kisan Farmer and Bharat Khata, have empowered 8 lakh farmers and 1 lakh rural entrepreneurs across 11 states. And these platforms aim to streamline financial transactions and enhance access to credit for individuals and small businesses in rural India. Fine. So it is Jai Kisan, remember. Question 13. Which of the following banking initiatives was launched by Creditin Limited to support 1,000 new electric vehicle entrepreneurs through tailored loans and OEM partnerships in May 2025? EV startup loans, Green Mobility Venture Credit Scheme, Accelerate EV Enterprise Loan Initiative, E-Transport Innovation Financing Program, or Clean Tech Mobility Growth Fund? What is the answer? 13, you guys are saying A as the answer. So, which of the following banking initiative was launched by Creditin Limited to support 1,000 new EV entrepreneurs through loans and OEM partnerships in May 2025? The answer is A, absolutely correct. Ashish Rahul, EV startup loans. So, Creditin Limited has unveiled its latest initiative to power India's green mobility revolution. On May 12, 2025, the company announced the launch of its new EV startup loans product aimed at fostering entrepreneurship and accelerating the growth of EV businesses nationwide. Creditin is leveraging its robust presence spanning over 200 locations across 13 states to reach aspiring entrepreneurs and support the establishment of 1,000 new EV businesses over the next 2 to 3 years. The EV startup loans are designed to provide financial assistance of up to rupees 50 lakh to individuals and companies interested in launching EV dealerships or related ventures. This loan amount can be increased on a case by case basis, reflecting Creditin's commitment to tailoring support for ambitious business plans. And the initiative is not limited to funding alone. Creditin's comprehensive approach includes facilitating tie-ups with more than 100 original equipment manufacturers in the e-rickshaw, L5 and EV two-wheeler. ठीक है? चलो. Question 14. The RBI makes an annual payout to the government from the surplus income it earns on investments and valuation charges on its foreign exchange holdings, including the dollar, and the fees it gets from printing currency notes. Recently, the Central Board of the Reserve Bank of India approved a record 2.69 trillion rupees surplus transfer to the government for the financial year 24-25. This is a how many percentage increase from the previous payout in financial year 24? 23%, 27%, 25%, 21% or 29%? What is the answer? So this is how much percentage of increase have we seen? 14th question. Rahul is saying B. Anyone else? How much percentage increase have we seen? Hanji, anyone else would like to answer? So absolutely correct, Rahul. Very good. You have actually, prepared well. So 27% is absolutely the correct answer. So RBI, this was the news that it is going to transfer 2.69 trillion as dividend, and this is a 27% increase from 2.1 trillion payout. Which is significantly higher than 87,416 crore, which was transferred in financial year 23. Okay, so 27% increase. Which of the following individuals was recognized for their scholarly contribution in critically editing and translating two rare Ayurvedic manuscripts unveiled by the Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Sciences at an event in Mumbai to advance Ayurvedic research in May 2025? Uh, Ravi Narayan, Ravi Narayan Acharya, Rajesh Kotecha, Bharti Jain, Sadanand D. Kamath, or Sri Dipti GN? What is the answer? Hanji, what is the answer? So the answer is Sadanand D. Kamath. So the Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Sciences under Ministry of Ayush has revived two rare and significant Ayurvedic manuscripts, Dravyaratna Kara Nigao and Dravyanam Kara Nigao. The publications are unveiled during an event organized by RRAP Central Ayurveda Research Institute in Mumbai. The manuscripts were critically edited and translated by renowned manuscriptologist and veteran Ayurveda expert Dr. Sadanand D. Kamath of Mumbai. ठीक है? Next. Which of the following date has been designated by UNESCO as International Jazz Day to highlight jazz's contribution to peace, cultural dialogue, and mutual understanding in April 2025? Which date has been designated by UNESCO as International Jazz Day? March 30, May 1, February 28, April 30 or June 3? What is the answer? Anju, what is the answer? 16th question. Rahul is saying D, April 30. Anyone else would like to answer? 30th April is absolutely the correct answer. Very good. Okay, and the global host for this year's celebration is the city of Abu Dhabi, UAE. Okay? As per the date released by Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, for the fiscal year 24-25, IWAI has successfully achieved record-breaking dash of cargo movement, marking an all-time high in the IWT sector. 100.2 million tons, 115.9 million tons, 145.5 million tons, 129.1 million tons, or 157.8 million tons. What is the answer to question number 17? What is the answer to question number 17? So the answer is 145.5 million tons. So the Inland Waterways Authority of India under the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways reached a significant milestone in cargo movement on national waterways. For fiscal year 24-25, IWAI has successfully achieved record breaking 145.5 million tons. Rahul says 17. C was the correct answer, absolutely correct. Of cargo movement, marking an all-time high in the IWT sector. In financial year 25, traffic movement registered a growth of 9.34% year-on-year from financial year 24. Five commodities, which are coal, iron ore fines, sand, and fly ash, constituted over 68% of total cargo moved on NWs during the year. Jalwaha Cargo Promotion Scheme, which was launched in 2024. This scheme promotes modal shift of cargo from other modes to IWT by incentivizing cargo owners and movers to extend to the extent of 35% of the total actual operating expenditure. Okay? So it is 145.5 million tons. Which Indian boxer secured a dominant referee-stopped contest victory in the 52 kg category against Ali Al-Mesmari of UAE during the Asian Under 15 and Under 17 Boxing Championships held in Amman, Jordan in April 2025. Rahul Garia, Hardik Dahiya, Tikam Singh, Udham Singh, Rudraksh Singh. 18th question, what is the answer? Think about it and give me the answer. Which Indian boxer are we talking about who secured a dominant referee-stopped contest victory in 52 kg category and against Ali Al-Mesmari of UAE? Anyone? So it is Tikam Singh. Okay, Tikam Singh is the right answer over here. So Indian boxers continued their strong run at Asian Under 15 and Under 17 boxing championships in Amman, Jordan, with three commanding wins on day 2. Tikam Singh, 52 kg, dominated Ali Al-Mesmari of UAE, sealing the bout with a referee-stopped contest in the third round. Udham Singh, 54 kg, outboxed Iran's Mohammad Parsa Motevali Ansathanesh Hassari. You can pronounce it anyway. So registered a clean 5-0 victory. In the 57 kg category, Rahul Garia overwhelmed Chinese Taipei's Li Xiaohun, securing an RSC win in the opening round. India began its campaign with two commanding wins on the opening day as Hardik Dahiya 43 kg and Rudraksh Singh 46 kg started with wins in the preliminary round. This is the first event organized by Asian Boxing, endorsed by both the Olympic Council of Asia and the newly formed World Boxing Council. India has fielded a strong 56-member youth boxing squad, 30 under 15 and under 17 pugilists for continental tournament. Okay, so the answer is Tikam Singh. Question number 19 for you here. PayU received final approval from RBI to operate as payment aggregator after a 15-month embargo ahead of its planned IPO in March 2025. PayU is the payments and fintech business of Process, a global consumer internet group and one of the largest technology investors in the world. Process is headquartered in which among the following countries? France, USA, Germany, Netherlands, or Japan? Quickly give me the answer. Rahul is saying D, Netherlands, and that is the wrong answer. The answer is Germany. So PayU has received final authorization from RBI to operate as a payment aggregator, marking a significant milestone for the company. The RBI's approval not only cements PayU's position among top fintech players but also allows the company to resume onboarding new merchants. The journey to this final license began in April 2024 when PayU received in principle approval from RBI. This regulatory green light comes at a pivotal time for PayU. The company is actively gearing up for a public listing, aiming to tap in the Indian capital markets in latter half of 2025. Process, the Dutch investment group that owns PayU, has reiterated its focus on crystallizing value from its Indian portfolio. ठीक है? Just a second. So the answer over here is, that is what I was checking. The answer is, Dutch investment. So it is Netherlands. Okay, the answer is not Germany. It is Netherlands. That is why I checked it. And I was just checking it. It is, a Dutch investment. It says Dutch investment and it's Netherlands. Yes, exactly. So my bad, the option here was not correctly written. It is that is why I was checking process the Dutch investment. So I was just checking it out with what is the correct answer. So it is not Germany, it is Netherlands. Okay. So Rahul, you were absolutely correct. Netherlands is the correct answer. Very good. Okay. Last question for today. The Namaste Yojana, highlighted in a special program on May 5, 2025 in Budaun, Uttar Pradesh, aims to empower sanitation workers through safe and sustainable livelihoods. The event, organized by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, included distributions to sewer and septic tank workers. Which of the following statements are or is correct regarding this? Namaste profiled 73,768 SSWs nationwide. Namaste Yojana was launched in July 21. Ayushman cards reached 27,103 SSWs. One only, two only, one and two only, one and three only, or three only. What is the answer? Hanji. Anyone? What is the answer? Hanji Rahul, what do you think is the answer for this question? Namaste Yojana. You have to identify the correct statements. The correct statements. Rahul is saying E. Would anyone else want to answer? E only, but the answer is D. 1 and 3 only. So a special program focused on National Action Plan for Mechanized Sanitation Ecosystem, which is Namaste, through the Union Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, was organized on May 5, 2025 at the DIET Auditorium in Budaun, Uttar Pradesh. The aim of Namaste program is to socially and economically empower the workers engaged in sanitation work, enabling them to have safe, dignified, and sustainable livelihoods. Addressing the gathering on the occasion, the minister said that this is not just a government scheme, but a resolution to bring real changes in the lives of the people in society who work the hardest. He appreciated the social organizations and citizens for participating in the public sensitive program and becoming a part of the social change. What are the key highlights of the program? Firstly, distribution of PPE kits and Ayushman cards to sewer and septic tank workers, which are SSWs. Distribution of sewing machines for beneficiaries. Teachers and staff of DIET created attractive rangoli in honor of the sanitation workers. So far, 73,768 sewer and septic tank workers have been profiled across the country. Out of these, 45,871 have been provided with PPE kits, 354 with safety equipment, and 27,103 beneficiaries have received Ayushman cards. In Budaun and Shah Jahanpur districts, the profiling of a total of 324 SSWs has been completed and provided with PPE kits and Ayushman cards during this program. Sewing machines for self-employment were also distributed to some beneficiaries from Shah Jahanpur. Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, in convergence with Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, have launched National Action for Mechanized Sanitation Ecosystem Scheme in July 23 to ensure safety and dignity of sanitation workers. Okay, so this was the last question for today. Thank you so much. Tomorrow we are going to meet up with the next set of questions. I hope you've understood. These are the type of questions that you might get in the examination, and that is why we are having such kind of questions. These are difficult, but this is the level of questions you will be asked in the examination. Fine. These classes are, why are we conducting these classes is because we want to give you the exam like questions. Okay. You're welcome, Rahul. Thank you so much. You also thank you so much for attending the class. You have been regular and your preparation is also very good. I'm sure you're going to clear the examination, Rahul. Very good with your consistency. Okay, so these kind of questions are only in the are only asked in the examination. Okay, from especially your general awareness kind of questions. है ना? Very important. These kind of lengthy questions and typical questions are asked. Easy questions are not asked in the examination. Okay. And that is why we have these sessions for you. I hope you like the session. uh, if you guys like it, then like, share, comment kar diya karo yaar, hai na? Then we'll be able to bring in some better sessions that will encourage us as well, right? So that is all from my side today. Thank you so much. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow at the same time, 7 p.m. Let's do the next set of 20 questions tomorrow. And all the best till then. See you all in my next one. Bye bye.